What's up, guys? Ben Solve back with another video. You got the job? Congratulations. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Hopefully you found the dispensary that fits your needs. But now the real work begins. I've already stated the cannabis industry is not like sitting at Dave's house. At this point it should be redundant. Being a bud tender and selling weed at Dave's house is two different animals. I suspect you'll find that out within your first 5 to 10 customers. Although the company may have some goals for you to reach, you may not get on a register for a couple days or weeks, maybe even a month. Set your own personal goals. I'm going to give you a few goals for you to set for yourself to make your job a lot easier when you get on a register. I'm going to create a whole nother video about being the best bud tender. Within this video, there are a few tidbits that I learned from some good bud tenders I'm going to share with you that'll help you succeed. The number one thing you should focus on right now, besides what's asked of you from management, is to locate where all the products are on the sales floor. You need to familiarize yourself with the store layout and the product location. Second thing, familiarize yourself with the prices and the deals. I suggest you start looking on the website prior to starting, just to get you a feel to see where all the products they carry in the store and some of the prices. You don't have to remember all of that stuff because you'll eventually remember through interactions. Now, the best bud tenders know everything in stock, the prices and the deals, or they know how to look it up in the POS system so they can compare and contrast inside their heads what would be the best solution for the customer. First thing I would do when I clocked in was open up all the drawers to see where all the products were. Sometimes products sell so fast, there'll be another product in the same drawer the next day. Whenever I had 2 days off, I would freak out because I basically had to learn 50% of the store all over again. Now, there was a bud tender, shouts out to Shar. She's a manager now, but she was a bud tender then. Prior to her starting, she would create this little cheat sheet, and she would have everything on this little cheat sheet. Not everything, but like the most important things, like the ounces, prices, things like that. But she went around just like I did, and instead of doing it through your head, which I wasn't very good, but I basically had a feel where the stuff was, but she could pinpoint and locate because she had the cheat sheet. Whatever your method may be, find it and use it because it will be needed. It'll save you time, energy, a lot of footwork. Customer comes up to you. I have $25. I need a good eighth. Now, you can run and go get them a good eighth for $25, but if you know the products and prices, you can most likely direct that customer to a $30 quarter. Who wouldn't pay $5 extra for an extra 3.5? See if they have some loyalty points, and they may be paying $28 for that quarter or even less. We remember people who save us money, but if you don't know what the store has, you may potentially lose a customer because you didn't offer them the best deals. Dispensary shoppers check prices online before they leave the house. They may know the price or the deals list better than you, so you have to stay proactive with real-time information. They won't forget a bad deal. Remember back in the day how you felt when your regular dealer wasn't available and you had to go to another dealer and you bought a bad bag? Well, it's worse now because they can leave a review. And weed shoppers check reviews. Customers will know who you are before you even meet them. Your online reputation carries weight. I didn't become a decent bud tender overnight, even though I know how to sell weed. I watched some of the best and cherry-picked some of the things they did to greet people and sell product. Eventually finding my own personality along with what I cherry-picked made me successful. Your greeting is everything. It sets the tone before the customer makes any request. One of the top bud tenders I seen, shouts out to DK, he would greet the customer, get their name, and then instantly look up their purchase history. Then strike a conversation about their last purchase. How was the strawberry blunts you tried the last time? Instantly opening the customer up because in their eyes, he took that extra step in saying, I'm not just going to sell you anything. Whether they like the strawberry blunts or not, he had them reeled in. There was another who I referred to as the tip goblin. He would greet every customer with a compliment. Whether he was attending to them or not, he would find something on their person that he thought was cool and complimented it. This instantly took their guard down and also made a very good impression. They may not have been shopping with him today, but I guarantee you they would have shopped with him when they returned. There was another budtender who had a knack for remembering people's names. To Akira, my girl. She would meet the person once. Next thing you know, she's calling them by their name. That's some straight up Cheers type shit. Because she knew people want to go where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came. She opened them up with familiarity. Me, I have a disadvantage. One, I have resting asshole face, if you haven't noticed. And two, I don't like to smile. I have Bell's palsy on the right side of my face, so to me my smile is crooked. So I have to build rapport in a different method. My rapport came through educating the customer on products, effects, medicinal benefits. I'm the informed decision guy. You shop with me, you feel like you just finished a class on the product you just bought. I'm going to help the customer make the best decision for them and their pockets, which is why I created Budpedia. I wasn't trying to be the red eye master. Maybe it's because of my age or I was the only one available at the time, but I seem to get a lot of junior and senior smokers, those who were looking for more than just psychoactive effects. I'd get the customer that would come up and request a dominant terpene of pinene, and before Budpedia I was standing there dumbfounded, like I really don't know what I need to know. But the Marines instilled a characteristic in me that allows me to put in a call to action when I don't know something. The response from every Marine is supposed to be, "I don't know, sir, but I will find out." That has carried over to my civilian life 30 years removed from military service. If I don't know something, I won't lie or pretend. I will be genuine and proactive. I'm not afraid to ask for help from someone who knows more than me. Every budtender, your co-workers, has a niche product. They may love rosins, they may love edibles, they may love flower, some may love infused. If I happen to get a customer who wants to know the best rosins, I'm calling over the Loganator, who can sit up and talk about rosins for hours. And now I get to sit there and listen to two pros. Eventually, I won't need to call over the Loganator because he's taught me everything just from listening to him. Familiarize yourself with your co-workers and their preferences. It will help foster relationships and also show the team that you are interested in learning from everyone. Now, lastly, I wasn't going to bring this up, but the title of my playlist says The Unmentionables, so I cannot not bring up the dark side you may run into. Yes, it is important to build rapport with your coworkers. It makes all the difference in the world. Your success will be contingent upon it. But be careful in making workplace friends too early. You may be associating yourself with the company shithead and not even know it. That alone could ruin your reputation with your coworkers and will take time to repair. You may take on some of their bad habits. I used to work with a manager who would love to disappear off the floor, and his buddies would eventually follow him to the back. Even the new guy who befriended the manager picked up this bad habit. The new guy was a shithead anyway, because temptation can only happen to the tempted. Next thing you know, though, your name is being associated with the shithead. So now the company, according to some, has two shitheads instead of one. Bad habits seem to spread faster than good habits, and now managers have to babysit. Don't be a shithead. Second, not everybody's going to be happy that you're there. Some might feel threatened. Don't take offense, don't take it personally. That's on them. Someone feeling vulnerable only feels that way if there's a reason. My very first position as an assistant manager in the cannabis industry, day one, person walks up to me and says, "They gave you the job that was supposed to be mine." I knew right then and there I was eventually going to get whacked. All of the workers loved him. They all hung out together, which means I started out at a disadvantage. While I didn't let that bother me at first, the negativity came from all angles, eventually leading me to find a better type of work atmosphere. I'm not a quitter or a loser, but I also know it's not to my advantage when I'm outnumbered and surrounded on all sides. Either I'm going to lose the battle and win the war, or win the battle and lose the war. Either way, there are going to be casualties. Hopefully you've circumvented a lot of that by finding the almost perfect dispensary for you. Too bad I didn't know then what I know now. But knowledge gained should be knowledge shared. Reach one, teach one, reach two. Peace.